Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing good stuff.
Happy Sunday, happy early morning trash football game.
That's why
We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's doing.
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues
I'm
over
easy
the
like
years.
Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Sorry, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy.
Yeah.
Justin.
Gonna be a
Justin's
one.
Justin's a little frozen this morning. The face is the best. All right, well, let's wake up. We got playoffs in your fantasy to win. We got football this morning, so let's get things started. We'll get the introduction started. Welcome to the studio, Justin Jesus Herrera. Oh, he's on another one.
He's frozen.
Yeah, let's do it. He's coming in on another one. Let's also welcome in Greg OJ, the Juice is Loose Mayor.
Hey, good morning. Listen, Freddie ain't want to face me on the show, and he doesn't want to face me in fantasy playoffs. Where are you, Freddie? I'm looking for you. Hey, Freddie.
Good old Fred. He knows it's got the in our home league got the championship game against Greg today, so I think he's maybe running scared a little. Also welcome in, waiting for the winner of that game actually is Justin Jesus Herrera. Welcome into the studio, sir.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm trying to set up my computer right now, but it's exciting. It's playoffs week. I love the playoffs. It's do or die time. You know, you want to get those buys, but sometimes it's better to live on the edge. You know, I kind of envy Juice and Fred a little bit. They kind of get elder players out on the field, get them all warmed up for next week. You know, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, me and Jason. I mean, you know. It's always nice to just be sipping on your coffee, knowing you ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing.
Yeah, see, I disagree. I enjoy the week not to worry. So just sit and wait for the things to play out and get yourself prepared for that game next week. All right, let's pay the bills real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, throw your fantasy questions in there. Little things stopping you from doing it, big things popping for us when you do. We appreciate you there. If you're playing daily fantasy, go to the Fast Strap app, use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50. So we're going to help you win some money with our ultimate DFS lineups here shortly. And then also don't forget, if you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion, look no further than Pro-Am Belts. I apologize, we do not have an injury update today. Brian went on a Christmas vacation, which definitely well-deserved. So if you're looking for some injury updates, you can watch our Friday night breakdown, which is right here on That Sports Podcast Network. Brian did a very detailed injury report on there, so make sure you check that out. And you can also follow him on the Injured List Podcast on social media, where he'll be giving some updates there as well. So go check that out if you're looking for some injury updates. Or there is always Google, so I just want to throw that out there as well. So, all right, well, with all that being said, let's look at the weather today.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
All right, let's look at the weather for today. We'll talk about the dome games first, which you don't have to worry about your kickers and the elements here. Arizona at Houston, Detroit at the LA Rams, Carolina at the Saints, Minnesota at the Dallas Cowboys. So your kickers are safe in those particular matchups. Let's look at the weather and the other games. Cleveland at Chicago. It is 10 degrees, clear skies, Winds are at 10 miles an hour, so it's going to be pretty chilly today. Baltimore at Cincinnati, it's 15 degrees with clear skies. Winds also at 10 miles an hour there. LA at KC, 17 degrees, clear skies. Winds are at 6 miles an hour. Us Florida people are like, what the hell is going on here? Buffalo at New England, 29 degrees. There is a chance of snow in this matchup, and the winds are at 7 miles an hour. Washington at the New York Giants, 29 degrees, partly cloudy in that one. Winds at 8 miles an hour. The Vegas Raiders going here, right here, live at Philly. It's 28 degrees at kickoff and says clear skies, winds at 12 miles an hour. I will tell you, though, they're going to have to clean up the field because woke up to a bunch of snow outside today. So we'll see the conditions are in that one. Jets at Jacksonville, 70 degrees, clear skies, winds at 16 miles an hour. So you might want to watch out for your kickers in that matchup. Green Bay at Denver, 62 degrees, clear skies, winds at 3 miles an hour. Tennessee at the San Francisco 49ers, 54 degrees. This one's calling for fog in this matchup, and winds are at 2 miles an hour. Indianapolis at Seattle, 54 degrees. A definite rain in this one, and winds at 6 miles an hour. And then America's team on their playoff run, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday night, says 20 degrees, but it does say clear skies, and winds will be at 7 miles an hour in that matchup. So we shall see. Tiff Channel, what's up? Hello to you, and good morning. Thank you for waking up with us. All right, well, let's get right to it then. We'll get to our ultimate DFS lineups. Oh, actually, Erickson. So let's just get to Eric since he just popped in. Let's get to Eric with some betting advice.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Good morning, Eric. Thank you for coming in early this morning. We didn't have an injury report, so we are moving very quickly right along this morning. So good morning. How are you?
Excellent. See, this is why I always tell my kid, on time is late. 5 minutes early is on time.
100%, my friend.
So you're saying nobody's injured?
I know.
I can play Malik Neighbors today, is what you're saying.
Why not?
Good luck.
All right, my friend. How are we going to win some money today?
Well, not a bad week last week. Judkins didn't score. We almost got that first half touchdown, though. Titans blew their 14.5-point team total out of the water. I thought I was in some trouble. Then Jackson Hawes came through with a 10-1 anytime touchdown for us. Wiped any losses off the board. We got a plus 200 on Blake Corn, plus the Jags, Steelers, and Bengals. I'm going to put it all in play today. We're almost out of football, and it's almost Christmas. Jimmy DK versus San Francisco. Their secondary is a mash unit, and they are last for slot receivers per Ian Hartitz, and he does not joke about stuff like this. 45 yards plus 117 is probably the sneakiest play on the board. I'm also going to put a fiver on 75 yards plus 330 and 95 yards plus 700. Jaden Reed over 35.5 receiving yards. If you told Matt LaFleur he could lose to Denver and have a fresh Josh Jacobs to beat Chicago and Minnesota next 2 weeks, he would probably take that deal. I think that's the deal he took. Christian Watson probably going to get Surtain. And how else are you going to move the ball near the goal or near the line of scrimmage? I think Jaden Reed gets a lot of work. 66 yards is plus 220. 86 yards is plus 400. If you're feeling ambitious, Derrick Henry versus the Bengals. I've been wrong about Derrick Henry a couple times on here this year, but this feels like a Tractor Cito legacy game, does it not? 99 rush yards, 2 touchdowns, plus 400. I got a Drake and Josh parlay. Drake May and Josh Allen both run for 30 yards, plus 250. J-Mo over 76.5 yards, plus 150. How does Dan Campbell not go into this game knowing he needs a lot from Jameson Williams? And then I got some touchdown scores as well. George Kittle, plus 120. They're giving us plus odds on George Kittle against the Titans. 2 touchdowns is plus 600. Chris Rodriguez, who's gotten 100% of the goal line carries, like the last 6-8 weeks, something like that, plus 140. Travis Kelce, plus 210 in a bounce-back situation. Plus, he plays well versus the Chargers. If you want to put Kelce 2 touchdowns with Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns, you get 24-1, but I'm not telling you how to live your life. Game picks, I've been wrestling with these all weekend, and I think I found some winners. Cardinals plus 10.5. CJ Stroud has never been a bigger favorite than he is today. Most of the bets and the money are on Houston, but Arizona isn't a bad football team. They got T. McBee. They got that Michael Wilson kid who's basically Jerry Rice. So they put up. Just stay within 10, guys. We get the 10.5. Chargers plus 6. These ain't the Chiefs we're used to. I checked this morning. We have 75% of the public bets on the Chargers, and the spread went from 5.5 to 6. That tells me they want us to bet on the Chiefs. I'm going the other way. And then we got to do an alt spread. 49ers minus 19.5 plus 175. I mean, the Titans are off a win. They're feeling great. The 49ers gearing up for the playoff. Everybody's freaking out about CMC and his back. Think big Kittle game. So that's like 15, 16 picks. You just a la carte, take whatever you want.
Love it. Love it. Absolutely. Let's win some money today. Hope everybody had their pen and paper out. And you can always pause and rewind. So there you go. There's always that good stuff. All right, Eric, where can everyone follow, subscribe, and get all your great content, my friend?
At Propnosis on the Twitter. I got some crazy TD parlays over there, like Kelsey Kittle, likely Chris Rodriguez, 51-1, and some moments of self-reflection, like how 45 has to be the age I stopped shotgunning Red Bulls.
100%. Go follow, subscribe. You get betting advice and comedy all in the same thing. So how can you not follow Eric? Like go get on his page. Let's go. All right, Eric, we're going to send you out. I hope you have a great Sunday. We're going to send you out with our Sunday morning cartoon, and I hope you have a great day, my friend.
You as well.
Get your cereal bowls out. It's time for the Sunday morning cartoon.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
In Cincinnati. Looks like the Raven is attacking their Bengals, hoping to sneak into the playoffs. Let's get the Bengals some quarterback help. These soft kitties' playoff chances are over. I, however, have a good chance after disposing of these cats. Time to clean this litter box of a town. Bring in Joe Burrow. He shined in the last matchup against the Ravens, and he'll do the same this week against their bird-brained secondary. Holy Duval County Batman! The Jets are invading Jacksonville to bomb their Jaguars out of the playoffs. Let's get them some running back help. Our season may have been bombed, but these country bumpkins don't know what it takes to be a division winner. Time to clean this litter box of a city.
Alfred, let's call in Travis Etienne Jr. With toot and fumble issues, Travis has seen an uptick in carries he'll eat, and we all know how weak the Jets are, right, Fred?
I'm running to Philadelphia, where the Raider is invading to stop their Eagles on their playoff push. Let's get them wide receiver help. Birds aren't ready for the playoffs this year. Their offensive struggles will be just the thing I need to spoil their plans. Die, Eagles, die! Bring in the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith. He'll be targeted frequently against the Raiders secondary, which will mean big points for you. I'm heading to Houston, where the Cardinal is trying to spoil their Texans' playoff push. Sounds like they need some tight end help. These Texans don't even know how to spell offense. My birds will cover them like the Red Sea. Stroud better strap up as we fly all over the field today.
Give that big red bird Dalton Schultz. This Texans offense needs a spark, and Dalton provides an easy target for CJ as they push towards the playoffs.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
All right, let's get to it. It's time for some ultimate DFS lineups. I guess I'm over here now.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
All right, let's get to our winners and losers of last week.
Introducing your four-time DFS champion. She may be overseas, but is bringing the competition to their knees. Ballers Meg.
Ballers Meg, once again, four-time now DFS champion. One behind Fred, 141.5 last week. Not too shabby indeed. Good job, Meg. A lot of good. JSN obviously going up big for her. RJ Harvey, Stafford. She had some great picks last week. let's see who didn't have some good picks last week.
Can't bust on you too hard, Fred, with 5 titles this year, but you couldn't even get 100 points. Traveled all the way up to New York to see your Jets get blasted. Tough week for you, my guy.
Tough week indeed, my guy. 76 points for Fred.
Make me feel okay about last week, Fred. Make me feel okay about last week.
Jeez.
Got to bust some chops there. 76 points, bro. You're definitely struggling. But guess who else was struggling? Me, 80. I only got 80 points last week. A couple of guys not coming through for me as well. Kenneth Walker with 3.8. Brenton Strange and the Browns D. That was kind of surprising for sure. All right, let's see who else was up. Let's see who our Intercontinental Champion was last week. Ooh, look who it is. Number 2 this week. I can't even believe it. Greg, 112.6. He also had RJ Harvey in his lineup. Well, it's Kyle Pitts. Too bad he didn't have Kyle Pitts this week. Damn.
Man.
I know some fantasy owners were happy if they've snuck in with Kyle Pitts and had him in his lineup this week. That's for sure. Behind him was Justin, not too shabby, 110.9. Joe Burrow, Chase Brown combo worked well for you. Christian Watson as well. It's too bad he went with 2 receivers on the same team because the one really killed you. Did his usual
Darren
show.
Waller fucking killed me. That's who killed me right there.
Darren Waller, yeah, he didn't show up neither.
And the Bucs losing to the Saints, that's brutal.
Yeah, and the thing was, with Darren Waller, I mean, we didn't really need him. We were playing the Jets, so there you go.
All right.
Fair enough.
Jeez.
All right. Here's LeDuc last week, 104.4. He not too shabby of a week, kind of mid-range. We also went with that Trevor Lawrence, Brenton Strange combo, which didn't really work out for us, unfortunately. So peace and blessings to you, Sam. Thank you for joining us as usual. We appreciate you always on Sunday mornings. All right, let's look at Meg's right quick for this week. She likes CJ Stroud this week, Travis Etienne, Singletary, and Tootin. She got in her lineups Nico Booty, McMillan, Kittle, and the Giants D. And she's actually this lineup's actually like 1,000 under. I messaged her and said, "Hey, you want to change anything?" She said, "Nope, I'm good with what she has." So there you go, man. She got confidence in this lineup. So if you do play this, you can make some changes if you want and kind of boost up one of the areas here. But she likes the way this is set. And hey, she's a 4-time champion. What can I say about that? Greg, talk about your ultimate DFS lineup for this week.
Well, listen, man, I didn't finish 3rd or 4th. Whew. I'm climbing, Coop. I'm climbing. But I went with Jackson Dart at quarterback. Washington's defense is 28th against fantasy quarterbacks. So I like that lineup. Jackson Dart might be able to get some runs off with his legs, may run into the end zone, rushing TD. I also like Travis Etienne against my sorry-ass Jets, man. Travis Etienne has been coming on lately, and the Jets are ranked 30th against fantasy running backs. I like Woody Marks as well. Nick Chubb may not play, so Woody will probably get the majority of the snaps against Arizona. I like Devontae Adams to have a bounce-back week. He didn't get into the end zone last week, so I expect Stafford to get him into the end zone at least 2 times this week. I went with Wanda Robinson to stack up with Jackson Dart. I like that combination against the Commanders. And you can't go wrong with Amon St. Brown. Even with the ankle injury, he's still, with daily fantasy, you do get PPR points. So Amon St. Brown is a PPR beast. And I went with Chris Rodriguez against the Giants. Giants are 31st against fantasy running backs. And he gets 100% of the goal line carry. So let's make sure, get Chris Rodriguez in there. And I got Loveland in there, money-wise, and then I went with the Packers against Denver. I think that's going to be a defensive battle. So that's my lineup. Hopefully, I get 1 win before the season's over.
Hopefully, indeed. Sam, by the way, says it's cold here today. 8 degrees, feels like -1. Yikes. Yeah, man. I don't know if you missed the weather report this morning, but it's pretty cold up here in the Northeast. So get your popcorn ready, or your hot chocolate ready, I should say. All right, Justin, what say you about your ultimate DFS lineup?
Yeah, I'm getting my pozole ready for tonight because it is a soup type of night. That's for sure. You know, I like this roster. You know, we got JL Lamar Jackson over there at 6,400. We got Saquon Barkley at 71, Derrick Henry at 73. I just went heavy on those guys because they just seem like slam dunks. Saquon Barkley has the opportunity to go for a historic amount of yards and touchdowns today. Like should be a very slam dunk game for them. It's cold and it's the Raiders, so it should be slam dunk. Derrick Henry, same. I think Derrick Henry last time they got away from that, and hopefully this time they have the sense to stay with Derrick Henry and ride that train, because I think he was going for like 60 yards off 10 carries and a touchdown. You keep that train going. Lamar in Hampton against the Chiefs, going to be cold as shit there. It's good that you have a big back in there. And then I went with receivers, is where I kind of spent the least amount of money, but I have the most confidence. Darius Slayton, 4,400 against the declining Washington Commanders. I love that matchup. I think Jackson Dart's going to be seeing him all day long. J-Mo, I agree with Eric. How can you not use J-Mo against the Rams? J-Mo is absolutely a weapon, and you know that the Rams are going to be doubling up on Amon-Ra all day long. Pearsall, I think Pearsall gets right this game. I think this has been just an absolute just letting him heal up from the PCL injury. And I think with the bye week, they're going to integrate him more in. And, you know, playing Tennessee, they're going to want to get him a lot of targets early. Look for Pearsall to have a good day. Harold Fannin Jr., it's kind of tough with the winds, but it's going to be a real game to see if Shedeur can handle the weather. And because he's going to be in Cleveland, so he's going to be having to handle this type of weather on a year-to-year basis. But Fannin is the guy. I mean, he's an absolute beast. And with Njoku out, they seem to have developed a great chemistry. I think that just continues into this week. And then the Texans. Texans at 3,600 surprised the living shit out of me. This is a team that could easily have Jacoby Brissett on his back 10 times today. And, you know, one of those times may end up with a fumble. Hopefully it's a recovery and a touchdown, and they make me look good, and they give me that second championship this week.
Ooh. Second championship. Check him out, calling his shot. Here's LeDuc's lineup for this week. He likes your Joe Burrow, Chase Brown from last week. Travis Etienne, I think we all like. Oshivas, he likes the Bengals offense today. Wan'Dale Robinson, Booty, Kincaid, and Chiefs D, and Devonta Adams there in the flex. Here's Fred's lineup, Mr. 5-time champ with Jackson Dart in the lineup. Quinton Junkins, he didn't go with Travis Etienne. I don't know why. Travion Henderson, Metcalf, George Kittle as a tight end, Abuka McMillan, and he also likes Wan'Dale here today. Here is my ultimate DFS lineup for today. I put in Lamar Jackson. I think that Ravens Bengals game is ripe for points, but I went on the other side of the offense. Bengals 31st against fantasy quarterbacks. Travis Etienne, you know, we've all talked about him already today. I threw in Woody Markson as well. Arizona 28th against fantasy running backs. I threw in Justin Jefferson. Threw him in last week. Didn't pull through. I think this is the week here, though. Dallas dead last against fantasy receivers. Like, this has got to be the day. I threw in Big Play Slay today instead of Wan'Dale. I think, you know, Washington's ripe for against I forgot their percentage against big plays with receivers, but it was pretty high. And that's why I was like, you know, there's a big play guy. Washington 25th overall against fantasy receivers. I did throw in DK Metcalf because Miami's notoriously bad against big receivers. So that's just, I went in that route. And then went with that, like I said, went with that Ravens offense. Mark Andrews, Bengals dead last against fantasy tight ends. And Derrick Henry as well, because Bengals are dead last against running backs. So, hello. Jaguars D, of course, against the Jets offense, who will be starting. I don't even know what the hell that guy's name is.
Cook or something.
So, even
He's
Greg's like,
Brady Cook out of Mizzou, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Cook out of Mizzou.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he was in a Mizzou last week when he got in that offense. So, yeah, we shall see. But Jags D should eat today, indeed. All right, we're going to get to our NFL picks today and bring in Carl from Patriots Touchback. Let's get in our Sunday morning picks.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
Man.
Good morning, Carl. How are you this morning across the pond?
Morning. I wish I was feeling a bloody damn sight better. I've been ill since Friday evening. Haven't felt great at all. You know, when you get like the sweats and the shakes all at the same time. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now, and it's fucking horrible. Hope everyone's all right. Hope everyone in the chat's all good. And yeah, let's crack on with it.
All right, Carl. Thanks for bringing the vibe down. Justin, what say you? We got a question here from Sam. He says, Diggs, Pickens, or Devonta Smith, or Dobbs? He's got to pick one of those guys. Ooh, got good choices, though.
Great choices. Great choices. You know, I almost want to say Pickens because I feel like all the pressure of the media is going to hit him, and he's going to just want to ball out in this game. Plus, the Vikings will be having to face CeeDee Lamb, doubling up on him. I think Pickens is a good choice in this one. My second choice would be Diggs because I like the revenge game narrative against Buffalo. Devonta, I think it's going to be a Saquon and Jalen Hurts taking over this day. And then Dobbs, I haven't wanted to pick Dobbs since Christian Watson got back.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a crapshoot when as far as Dobbs is concerned. But yeah, I feel you. I think Pickens is the guy here in this lineup. I mean, he's been doing it all year long. And like you said, you're going to see a little bit more with CeeDee Lamb focus on him. So yeah, it should be a good day for him. All right, let's get to our picks for last week. If I can scroll the hell up. Here we go. Last week, Meg was our winner. Meg had a good week last week. Wins the picks, wins the ultimate DFS. 10-4 last week. And then a bunch of us went 8-6. LeDuc, Fred, and I. Justin 6-8. And damn, Greg, 5-9, bro. Like,
I didn't
wow.
know anybody got worse than me, bro. Thanks,
Yeah,
Greg.
so here he is for the season. Greg's back at the bottom now, 125.83, bro. Meg picked 3 games up on you last week. I'm still at the top here, chilling. Got a little bit of lead on LeDuc. He's right there behind me. Fred in the middle, 132. Justin not far behind him. Oh, I think I messed up here. I think Meg's actually supposed to be above Justin. Oh, my God. I even messed up. Meg really pulled up the ranks last week. So good job, Meg. Appreciate you. All right, let's get to the picks for today. First matchup we got. Oh, and by the way, we all went. Let me go back here. We all went Bucks. So we're all starting off with
How the hell did the Bucks blow that 14-point lead? I do not know.
Man, listen.
Don't know.
Go Carolina Panthers. They're going to win this division.
They might. They're looking like they're prime to it, but the Bucks and the Panthers play each other twice here down the stretch, so it'll be that'll be really the 2 games that determine the division. All right, let's get to the picks. Baltimore at Cincinnati today. Ravens lead the series 32-28. We know they played a couple weeks ago. Cincinnati went 32-14. Baltimore, though, has won 4 of the last 5. Baltimore's favored today by 3, and the over/under is 51.5. So who do you like today, Justin?
Joe Burrow's quit. The Bengals have quit, and I've quit picking the Bengals, so I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Carl, who you like?
I completely disagree on Justin. And the only reason being why is, okay, the Bengals are now out of postseason contention, although someone has tried to mental gymnastic their way into thinking that, on social media anyway, that they can get in. The only thing the Bengals can do right now is play spoiler to the AFC North. That is all they can do. Joe Burrow looked really, really good against Buffalo last week, even though he did throw that horrendous fucking Chris Paul layup to the defender. But I'm taking Cincy to win this.
Nice. Greg, who do you like?
Carl, all of that great analogy for Cincinnati, just for them to lose. Joe Burrow has mentally quit, man. Did you see the speech? Did you see?
Oh, no, I saw. I saw.
That's giving me Carson Palmer vibes. Like, he wants out of Cincinnati. If they don't fix shit, he's done. And I think Baltimore gets back to, like what Jason said earlier. I think they get back to running the ball. So I like Baltimore. They're going to rely heavy on King Henry, and I think they pull it out this week.
It's Andrew Luck syndrome.
Come to San Francisco,
Joe Burrow has been sacked 29 times more than what Andrew Luck did, and Andrew Luck retired.
Come to San Francisco.
He ain't coming there. That's why his whole speech was. His whole speech was about coming to Miami, having fun, being down in South Beach.
Whoa. The Jets have all the draft picks to trade to Cincinnati.
There's nothing fun about the Jets at all.
Remember,
what are you talking about?
The only problem with that is it's the same situation as what happened with the Patriots when Belichick tried to trade Gronkowski to Detroit. He ended up retired and wanted to fucking die in a jizz stain. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go there. So why would Joe Burrow go there? There's only one place. I'll give you the scenario right now where everything can happen.
Anything.
If the Rams win the Super Bowl, Stafford retires, fuck the first round picks, Rams trade for Burrow.
That's not bad. I like that. LA for Joe.
And I can see Justin's look on his face. He's like, "Oh fuck no."
He's like, "Oh damn."
Joe, name this Joe
Stop
Burrow.
talking.
Stop
talking. Name it Joe Burrow. That's all you got, bro. Because there's nothing else attractive about the Jets.
You'd have to give him full fucking custody of the team. Like you'd have to make him owner of the team for him to even consider.
Listen, that worked out for him well in Cincinnati because he's calling the shots in Cincinnati. Just come play for Aaron Glenn and the Jets, Joe. We got you.
Sam says the Panthers have a better record than the Chiefs. That's crazy. And hey, everyone said I was crazy a couple weeks ago or 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I said Dolphins were on the playoff run. Got the same record as the Chiefs. It's going to be great.
Crazy.
Oh God.
Juice, do we on Dart or Mahomes and Likely or Jawan Johnson today from Jeff Rogers?
Ooh. I like Dart, man. Dart has a great matchup, but damn, are you really going to sit Patrick Mahomes against the Chargers when they have the playoffs on the line?
Fuck that.
I still go with Mahomes. I'll still go with Mahomes, and I like Juwan Johnson. I like that matchup. So Juwan Johnson's that number one tight end for what's his name? Shao, that's how you say it.
Technically Chuck, I guess.
So I like Juwan Johnson. Like the only thing with Isaiah is that Mark Andrews is always there. Mark Andrews is always going to vulture some TD. So I'll go with Mahomes and Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, let's see if he can hold the TD pass today, Likely. But, Bengals do have are very notorious, not very good against tight ends. So I could see the conundrum there. And yeah, I think, like I said, I might go Dart. I don't really believe in.
I know that's crazy to say. It's crazy. I would consider it, but
I think the luster of the Chiefs is going away. Burrow goes where the money's at. Sam says he's not trying to win. And
Jets.
Good morning, Cap for Life. We appreciate you, my friend. Justin, for Cap for Life, he wants to know Breece Hall or Chris Rodriguez today.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cap.
Tough one.
So sorry, dude. Is Chris Rodriguez playing? Is he playing? Is he questionable?
Yeah, that's what I heard. He's in.
It's questionable.
Oh my God. If you're in PPR, I guess go Breece because I don't think Brady Cook can make it over the line. And then if you're not in PPR, go Chris Rodriguez. It's gonna be nasty to be a Jets fan today.
Jack's defense is stout against the run.
Yeah, they are pretty stout against. That's the real.
That's why I said PPR. Yeah, if he's catching passes, I'm okay with it. But if it's standard, oh no, hell no.
Juice, you want to go with the Bears defense or Browns defense today?
Bears are playing. Who are they playing this week?
They're playing the Browns.
They're playing the Browns. They're playing each other.
Oh, they're playing each other? That's a tough one, man. You know what? I'll go Browns defense. I'll go Browns defense. I think they have more sacks. I can see Caleb running around, scampering in the backfield and throw 1 pick or 2 picks. So I'll go with Browns defense.
All right. Like it. PSR, it's Eric, the host guy. What do you think, Justin? Likely Kincaid, or does he stick with Tyler Warren? Hope he gets 10 dump offs.
Phillip Rivers is back.
Oh, man, Rivers.
Oh man, Rivers. I like that. Grandpa Rivers over there. Grandpappy gonna have his grandson in the stands over there.
Right.
My voice goes
anymore. Did you guys know that his son right now is like one of the #1 recruits for high school?
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's already getting recruited for colleges. But I'm going to go Kincaid. I think he's the only one that's going to get solid amount of good targets today.
All right, I like it. Juice, the nice one. Should I start Drake May or Jackson Dart? A lot of Jackson Dart questions today.
I'll go Dart.
It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Better matchup.
Yeah, the matchup's better for sure, but you never know. Never know if that Patriots-Bills game turns into a shootout. That'd be fun. He just learned PSR said he just learned Jackson Dart has a brother named Diesel.
That's the name of a wrestler. Come on.
Diesel
Dart.
Dart.
That's a wrestler's name.
Dart. I love
That's
it.
the wrestler's name from Wyoming. What the fuck?
I love it. All right, let's get to the next matchup. The Vegas Raiders come to Philly. Series is tied 7-7. Last time they played was in 2021, and Vegas won 33-22. Philly's favored by 12.5. Over under is 40.5. Carl, who do you like in this one?
I've got to go with the Eagles in this one, but I'll give you one statistic which might want to put a flutter on the Raiders.
Ooh.
The Eagles, in their 8 wins, 7 of them have ended in one score. They're plus 11.5. But still take the Eagles anyway. So
Maybe play the under in that one. Who knows? But we all like Eagles regardless in this matchup. So don't need to waste too much
I got a question. So many fantasy experts is on this panel. Who would you go with, Chris Rodriguez or Ashton Genty today?
Ooh, I mean, I would. Make me say it, but I would go Genty today. The Eagles' run actually hasn't been that good. And it's again, snow, cold weather. It's made for the running game, so I'd actually go Genty in that one for sure. Justin, do you agree or disagree? What do you think?
Yeah, go Genty.
Yeah, I have to go Genty in that one for sure.
Starting Genty.
Justin, the nice one wants to know. Okay, he has 3 receivers. Start 2. He's got Sutton, Michael Wilson, and Ladd.
I think I would for sure start Ladd. And Michael Wilson's a tough one because that defense is so good, but he's the only one catching passes other than Trey McBride.
Mm-hmm.
Sutton's been looking like old man Sutton out there, but this is also one of those games where they need him to play, so he might end up in the end zone. I don't think you have a bad one there. I think I'd probably go with Ladd, and I'd probably go with Michael Wilson just based off of the target share alone.
Yeah, and I agree. I think these guys are all right in the same range. So I think either way, probably not going to go too wrong. Either way, PSR guy says, yeah, no Jalen Carter. If I even forgot about that, and he's actually comfortable with Genty today. Right. So he's usually scared.
Going with you guys. Going with the census.
He's going to be writing emails if it doesn't go well.
Juice is going to call me out if he doesn't make it to the NFC title. It was all because of you.
That means Kenny Pickett's not going to get. Is not going to get murdered. That's basically what I'm saying. There's no Jalen At least Kenny Pickett is going to get slapped around, but he ain't going to get murdered. Okay.
Well, he's going to hand it off, and I would imagine it'll be a lot of dump offs maybe to Genty. So that's the way I'm looking at it. All right, let's go to the next one. Cardinals at the Texans. This series also is tied 3-3. Last time they played was in 2023, and Houston won 21-16. Houston's favored by 7. The over/under is 42.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
Really? You see that Texans defense, bro? That Texans defense is nasty. That Texans defense remind me when Baltimore went on that Super Bowl run and they whooped the Giants' ass in the Super Bowl. That's how nasty this Texans defense is. I like the Texans.
I like it. We all like the. I'm not going to waste too much time here. We all like the Cardinals. We all like Texans in this one. Yeah, like you said, that defense is legit. And like you said, Justin, Jacoby Brissett could be on his back the rest of the day. Stephen Grease, and by the way, I haven't thanked anyone. It's still early. Thank you guys for your questions. We appreciate it. Justin, hello. Need one of my RB spots and 2 flex spots. Full PPR. He's got Devin Neal, Addison, Dowdle, Hall, Walker, and McConkey.
I think I'll go with Dowdle because it seems like it's going to be a day where they both eat. Kenneth Walker is seeing a lot of TDs to Charbonnet. I'm very surprised. And then as far as the flex spots go, I'm going to go with McConkey. I'm going to go with Addison. Addison has been getting a lot of targets. If 9 shows up again, this is a prime game for him. Trevon Diggs is not coming back for this game. They kept him on IR, so you're still going to have a bad matchup for whoever's the number 2 corner. So yeah, I'll go with Addison, Dowdle, and McConkey.
All right, a good matchup for Addison for sure. There's no doubt about that. Greg, the nice one. He's got 4 RBs. He's gonna start 3 of them. He's got Gibbs, Jacobs, Devin Neal, and Travis Etienne.
Well, Gibbs and Etienne, I think, are locks. Man. You know, you can't bench Jahmyr Gibbs, man. Jahmyr Gibbs is a beast. And the matchup Travis Etienne has this week, I'm definitely going up with Travis Etienne. And you saw our DFS. I think all of us, except for one person, didn't have Travis Etienne in their lineup. And Josh Jacobs, I know he's injured, but he's in the lineup. He's set to play, and I can't bench him. That dude gets in the red zone, and he just scores touchdowns. So I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs, Gibbs, and Etienne.
Yeah, I like that. Devin Neal, the odd man out there, I think there. So PSR says, you're right, Justin. I should play parlay. Rico and Chuba, 50 yards each. Okay. Justin, Sam wants to know Kincaid or Goddard?
Ooh.
I'd still go Kincaid. Pat's kind of defend the tight end situation.
That's a very hard one because Goddard has been getting like an unusual amount of touches even when the run game is working. I think I'm going to go with Kincaid as well, but I don't think you can go wrong in that game. I think they'll both get you about 10, 15 points.
All right, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's get to a good matchup today. The Chargers at the Chiefs. Kansas City leads the series 71-59-1. They played in week 1. Chargers won 27-21. KC's won 7 out of the last 8. KC's favored by 5.5. The over-under is 44.5. Justin, who you like in this one?
Which one was this one again? Sorry, I was
Chargers Chiefs.
Chargers and Chiefs? Yeah, I like the Chiefs. I don't know. It's Pat Mahomes' last stand. Either he's gonna make it in the playoffs or he's going to Taylor and Travis's wedding in January. You know what I mean? Like, so it's now or never. And I think that the Chargers are not gonna be ready for the cold, and I think the Chiefs are gonna live to fight another day.
Carl, who you like?
This is a tough one for me. I've gone with the Chiefs to win this, and it's a very reluctant one. If the pass rush of the Chiefs can get to Herbert with that makeshift offensive line, then I think the Chiefs will win. But this Chargers defense is secondary. It's actually very underrated, and they may cause Mahomes some problems. Kelsey looks like it's checked out. So one of the receivers has got to step up.
He needs to
Kelsey's on the Taylor World Tour. Juice, who you like?
Man, this was tough, but I like the Chiefs, man. I think their backs are against the wall. I think they know what's at stake, and they get it. It's going to be a close game, right? And I think Chris Jones, like Carl said, that makeshift San Diego Chargers, the LA Chargers offensive line. I think Chris Jones makes a couple of big plays on Justin Herbert, and I think Mahomes has to use his legs, man. Has to use his legs. If them receivers are not open, take off.
I like it. So yeah, we're not hammering this one. I think it's Meg and I both went with the Chargers.
Ooh.
I'm done believing in the Chiefs. I just feel like this every time I've been betting on them or picking them, and they're just losing.
Even if the Chiefs lose this game, they still need 3 other fixtures to not go their way. So they need the Texans to win, they need the Jags to win, and they need the Bills to win. If them 3 win and the Chiefs lose, that's it. KC's done. They can't get in.
It'll be a fun day today if that's the case. So, yeah, I like the Chargers in this matchup. I hate to be like that, but I'm just tired of seeing their ass. I'm going to answer this one from the nice one. Should I keep Kittle in or pick up Theo Johnson or Likely? Hell no. You keep Kittle in that lineup, my friend. This is going to be a Kittle day for sure. So I definitely would lean on Kittle. I think that's an easy one for sure. All right, let's get to the next one. Buffalo at New England. New England leads the series 80-51-1. They played back in October. New England won 23-20. They've won 2 in a row in the series. Buffalo is favored by 1.5. The over-under is 48.5. Carl, who you liking this one?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to me. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, of course, taking my Patriots. It's hat and t-shirt day. Okay, it's Super Bowl cap, but you know what I mean. It's hat and t-shirt day. Also, Mike Vrabel, 6-0 coming off a bye.
He likes it. He likes it. Drew, so you like?
The The Patriots, man. They got it going. They got it going. They got it together. Vrabel got them playing well. Drake May looks great. They got the two-headed monster in the backfield with Ramondre and Travion and Stephon Diggs. Revenge game part 2. Yeah, I'm going Patriots.
Justin, who do you like?
The Bills. Mike Vrabel is about to be 6-1 coming off of buys, which is still an impressive record, but he's about to be 6-1 because Josh Allen's going to take that W back. He's going to show him what a real MVP looks like, and he's going to win this game.
I'm with you actually on this, but maybe, and it's so funny because I'm like the opposite end on the Chiefs, but the Bills, but they came up big against the Bengals last week, quite frankly. I thought it really bounced back well. So most of us like the Bills, just Juice and LeDuc going with the Patriots today. So, and Carl, obviously.
Hey, so, I went 5-9 last week. I got to play catch up.
Good luck indeed. It's a nice one. I want to say it's his finals today. Thanks for answering his questions. He also has Jags defense and Brandon Aubrey. Should he find others? Just definitely no with the Jags D and kickers, and definitely not Aubrey, bro. They always keep in your lineup, so you're good there, bro. I like the special team part of that team. Looks good to me. I forgot who answered one last. Greg, who you like here? Juwan Jennings, Gainwell, or JJ today?
Man, you want to go with Justin Jefferson, but it's been rough. I like Kenneth Gainwell, man. He's splitting the carries in Pittsburgh, and he's showing up big the last couple of games. But I'll go Kenneth Gainwell. I like Gainwell.
PSR guy Eric says bigger advantage off a late buy too. Really good point. And he's like, okay, you talked me into New England. Sam in the comments says, have you heard of Josh Allen? Bills by 7. Like that.
That scrub we beat in week 5. Yeah, we've heard of him. Still.
Yeah.
Kittle, 5 receptions. I'm over on this one. So, yeah, I think you're good to go in that one. Cedric, appreciate your comment as well, my friend. All right, let's get to the next matchup. We got the Jets at the Jags. This series actually is tied 9-9. Last time they played was last year. Jets won 32-25. Jags are favored by 9.5. The over/under is 13.5. Juice, who do you like in this one?
I hate you. I knew you were going to come to me first. I can't stand it. Listen, man, we're starting an undrafted rookie quarterback against that Jags defense. The spread is 9.5 points. It's good. It should be bigger than that. Lose every fucking game so we can get Mendoza or trade these picks and go get Joe Burrow. That's what we need to do. So Jags.
Hammer it down. We all
Now I know better.
Yeah, because he picked the Jets last week. That's why I was like, bro, what are you doing? But it is what it is. So there you go. Now LeDuc knows better. All right, Justin, we got a question from Juan Pena, official. He needs some help. He needs wide receiver 2 or 3, flex spot, and RB2. Jeez, he definitely needs some help here. Jordan Addison, Deebo Samuel, Jacoby Myers, Quentin Johnson, Booty, DK, Higgins from the Texans, Jaden Higgins, Slayton, there's receivers, running back, Charbonnet, Henderson, Eric Wilson, and Josh Jacobs. They're both questionable right now. What do you think?
Yeah, wait. You know what? I think I'll go with Travion Henderson and Josh Jacobs. And one of those can be your flex and one of those can be your RB2. And then I'll go with Jordan Addison and I'll get me some booty too. Some booty. Because I think that's going to be a nice matchup. He's coming back. He came back strong the week before they went on the bye. So I think he's going to have a good game.
Nice. I like it. He's got on waivers Singletary, Brian Robinson Jr., Brooks, Mason, Strong, and tight end Kittle.
Kittle on the waiver wire?
Yeah, I know. What the hell is going on?
I don't know if I think he's just saying the waivers, and I think he has a tight end that's Kittle. I don't think there's no fucking way Kittle's on the waiver wire.
Yeah, no. I was going to say if he is, put him in your lineup. But yeah, I think you're good on the what Justin's lineup he put in there. So nobody I would really pick up off waivers in that one.
If I were to make a change, I would actually make a change for Jacobs and Kittle. I'm a little bit worried that Jacobs might get his like touches reduced because they got big division games coming in. So that's the only change I would make. Otherwise, everything's good.
Nice. Cat for Life thought you were funny, Greg, because you're picked against your Jets because they're trash. And Juan Pena just want to clarify, yes, it was his tight end. So there we go. Okay. Thank you, Juan. We appreciate your question in there for sure. Let's go to the next matchup. Washington at the Giants. Giants lead the series 108-74-5. Last time they played was in week 1. Washington won 21-6. They won 3 in a row in the series. Washington's favored by 1.5. The over-under is 47.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
This is tank division. I don't really care. Give me the Giants. At least they have something on offense. Washington just don't have anything at all right now.
Like it. I like it. Greg, who you like?
I went with the Commanders, man. I think the Giants somehow screwed us up, right? I think they somehow screwed us up. I think it's going to be an exciting game. And in the fourth quarter, they somehow screw this up and the Commanders pull it out.
Someone will screw up that draft position.
Somebody, absolutely. Justin, who you like in this one?
I'm going to go with the Giants. I actually think it's going to be a fun game. I mean, it's two shit teams, but I could see this being like 24-27. Last field goal wins it. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Giants. Jackson Dart he's a star. I think that they're going to have a lot of fun just throwing it all over the field. Defense, you want neither one of them in this game.
Yeah, how it up for Greg. I think I agree with you, though. I think this is going to be a fun matchup, but, I like the chances of the Giants as well. But let's how it up for our boy. Lone Wolf this week on those Commanders.
I got to play catch-up. Yeah.
Got to get one when you can. I feel you. All right, let's go with the next one. Cleveland at Chicago. Browns lead the series 11-7. Last time they played was in 2023. Cleveland won 21-17. They won 2 in a row. Chicago's favored by 7. The over-under is 40.5. Actually, before we get to that, Juan Pena has another question. Hold on one second. Let me get back to it. Justin, who you like, Greg, who you like, Likely or Kelsey?
It's a tough one. Like, Coop says, Cincinnati's defense is terrible against tight ends. It's just so hard. And you get caught up in the aura of the Chiefs and Kelsey. But like Justin said, I think Kelsey's tapped out. So I'm gonna go. I'll go with Likely.
All right, I like it. Still with Juan Pena. Justin, he's got a playoff question. Who's his number 1 QB today? He's got Brissett, but on the waivers, you got Young, Stroud, Lawrence, or Caleb. What do you think?
All right, so I'm gonna give this to everybody real quick. Am I ridiculous for thinking I'm gonna go with Bryce Young? Because Lawrence and Caleb might be facing weather issues, and then Stroud, I think he's just gonna Stroud this up. And that's just the way he does it, man. Like, he's going to keep Arizona in this game because he's going to go out there and be C.J. Stroud. Bryce Young has looked good in spots. Like, actually, like almost every other game, he's looked amazing. Like, he'll go from like having like 6 points to having 30 points. You go, whoa. But I don't know. I'll let you guys decide this one. My pick would be Bryce Young.
It's not bad. I mean, his ceiling's big when he, like you said, when he pops off, he pops off. And it's the Saints D. I mean, it's been kind of average at best. Greg, who you like?
I'm kind of like what Justin is saying, but I like Caleb too, man. I know the Browns defense is tough, but Caleb makes plays with those legs, and he gets outside the pocket, and he's going to throw that ball deep, man. So it's tough. I like Bryce Young, but I also like Caleb too.
Carl, who do you like out of these guys?
I'm probably going to go with Trevor Lawrence. I'd go with T-Law out. That's not to spite you, so that's not at all. You are. Brissett, Jacoby is playing, well, he's playing the Texas defense. No way you should do that at all. No. Bryce Young, the Saints defense, sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be shit. You just never know. CJ Stroud is still trying to get back to his usual performances. He hasn't been great so far. Caleb, I wouldn't trust Caleb Williams. A, he's mid, and B, it's going to be freezing bloody cold. It's going to be a running sort of game in that one. Trevor Lawrence, I think, has slowly grinded together some good wins, and he looks like it, and he hasn't turned the ball over in like 3 games now. So it does look like the better option as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? And he playing the Jets. Yeah.
I thought about that too. He was like, oof, when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, T-Law. But, the fact of the matter is, like, you could see a game script where they're just running. That's why we like Travis Etienne so much today. So you could see a lot of running by the Jags today. So we'll see. But, yeah, it's a tough conundrum you're in, Juan. My best suggestion is go with your gut, whatever your gut's telling you. That way you at least be like, all right, at least I went with what I was thinking. And by the way, Sam wanted to just throw in there nothing more screwed up than the Jets. Yeah,
Thank you, Sam.
Totally agree, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Keep those comments coming. All right, let's
analysis there, Sam.
Let's go. The next one, Cleveland at Chicago. Browns lead the series 11-7. Last time they played was in 23. Cleveland won 21-17. They've won 2 in a row in the series. Chicago's favored by 7. Over under is 40.5. Justin, who you liking this one?
Damn Bears. I don't know. I like the Bears in this one. I think the Browns defense has kind of checked itself out. Myles Garrett hasn't because he's going for his record, but everything else on that Browns defense just seems uncharacteristic of what we've seen all year long. Hopefully they turn it around, but I don't think it's going to be likely. I think the Bears are going to win this one pretty easily.
Carl, who you liking this one?
Yeah, Chicago in this one.
Yeah, we hammered it down. I just want to make sure Carl wasn't any different than us. Yeah, and even our Shador lover doesn't believe in him today. It's all Bears today.
Hey.
Not to get that debate started, but yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. Carolina at the Saints. Saints lead the series 33-29. They played back in November. Saints won 17-7. Carolina's favored by 2.5. The over/under 39.5. Greg, who do you like in this one?
I think Carolina pulls it out. I think they grasp the NFC South with this win today, and Bryce Young gets Carolina back in the playoffs. I like Carolina.
I like it. Let's hammer it down. We all like the Panthers. Carl, you agree? You like the Panthers in this one?
Yeah, since Buccaneers completely blew their lead on Thursday Night Football, they've now got rocket launchers shoved up their ass for this one. They know that if they win this, they've already took the lead of the division, but a win here would really help them. And also, they've got to play the Bucs twice in the next month. So,
yeah, those 2 games definitely will decide the division for sure. We got another question or a comment or more anything. Well, there's a question, I guess. Justin, do you think, thank you, Sports Meme Channel. Appreciate you checking in. What do you think of Devin Neal as a budget play on DFS today?
Yeah, I like it. Kamara's probably going to be out for the season. I think they're just kind of getting him repped for trading. And, yeah, I mean, he seems like he's good at pass catching, and Carolina can be had in the later quarters, so why not?
And then he threw in a comment: will the Browns ever let Myles Garrett go to a winner, or do they have him like Joe Thomas? I don't know.
They're going to ruin another Hall of Fame career, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see though. We'll see. Maybe Shador puts a little light into this offense, so you never know. Useless Girl says, "Can you say meow?" I guess I just did. And Sam says, "I can't believe we talking about the Panthers and the playoffs. Indeed, playoffs." All right, I like it. Let's go to the really good matchup here at the late window. Lions at the Rams. Rams lead the series 45-43-1. Last time they played was in 24. Detroit won 26-20. They won 2 in a row. Rams are favored by 4.5. The over/under here is 50.5. It's going to be a good fantasy output for sure. DJ Masters, hello. Welcome back, my friend. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Justin, who you like in this Detroit Rams game today?
I think Jared Goff hasn't lost to the Rams since being traded from the Rams. So actually, no, I'm sorry. He has lost. But anyways, I'm still going to go with Jared Goff in this one in the Lions. I think that, at this point, they need a little bit more than the Rams do. The Rams have that hold in the number 1. The Lions are still looking to get into the playoff picture and solidify themselves. And the Bears losing last week kind of opened a window for them to still win the NFC North. So I'm going to go with the Lions in this one. And, I think it's going to be a real good game, a real point palooza in this one.
I agree with you. Carl, who you liking this one?
This is tribalism from Justin. He knows he's not picking the Rams. He's a Niner. Let's be real.
I don't know what you're talking about, Carl.
However, the Rams are more balanced across all three phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams. I don't feel confident in that defense of the Lions right now. They're banged up. Brian Branch is now out completely, so that's a big loss for them. I'm sorry, give me the Rams.
I like it. Greg, who you like?
Yeah, Justin with his homer ass pick, man. I'm going with the Rams, bro. Listen, the Rams are the more complete team. And yes, they still need it because the number one seed is not locked up for them. They still want that number one seed. So they need to get these wins in the conference. So I'm going with the Rams and Matthew Stafford.
It's so much of a homer pick. He is lone wolfing it today. Lone wolf today. Our boy Justin homer in and out.
I love how you put a Stafford jersey on it. That's fucking a nice touch.
I actually did. It's just funny because I didn't. I just put in Lions player as a werewolf. That's what I put, and that's what came out. So it is pretty funny, though. All right, I like it indeed. It's definitely a good. It's payback for Stafford today. I like this matchup though. It's going to be fun. Get any fantasy players you can in this one for sure. Yes, DJ, we remember you, my brother. We appreciate you coming in and joining us. He said Stafford looking like an MVP, Sam says. Yeah, so this is going to be a really good matchup, though. I'm excited to watch that game. All right, let's get to the next one on our 4:00 slate. The Colts visit the Seahawks. Colts lead this series 7-6. Last time I played was in 2021. Seahawks won 28-16, won 2 in a row. They're favored by 3.5. The over/under is 46.5. Surprised it's not more. But
only 3.5.
I know, that's what I was surprised about that. Carl, who you liking this one?
Philip Rivers is going to have an 11th child on the field. The amount of times he's going to get sacked. Give me Seattle. Oh God,
yeah.
This is remember Seattle got to play the Rams on Thursday Night Football. This coming up. They're not going to risk Sam Darnold in this game at all.
Well, they could be looking ahead, though, to your point, but you never know. But, yeah, we hammer it down. We all like Seattle in this one.
And walk up. They will do.
Yeah, I think their defense will score, make that 3.5 look silly.
And they put Short back into retirement after this shit.
All right, another good matchup.
Grandpa over there. Yeah, the one that's fucking laid out.
All right, another good matchup today. The Packers at the Broncos. Broncos lead the series 8-7-1. Last time they played was in 2023. Denver won 19-17. Green Bay's favored by 1.5. The over/under is 42.5. Greg, who you liking this one?
I like Green Bay, man. I like the way Jordan Love's been playing since Christian Watson's been back. That makes that defense pull their ears back, and Parsons goes wild. I like Green Bay this week.
Justin, who you like?
I agree with Juice over here. I go with the Pack.
Carl?
Well, because I got my Patriots winning, I need Denver to lose. So go, Pack, go.
I'm going with the Broncos today. I like, this is going to be another good matchup. This is pretty much a pick 'em, quite frankly. But kind of like
blow dicks.
Kind of like what the Broncos do a little more. So I'm going to just ride with that today. By the way, DJ, the trip was fun. Appreciate you asking. Back in Philly now, so it's still on another trip. Indeed, which has also been a lot of fun. Went to Sesame Place yesterday, so we had a good time there. As you can hear, Charlize is back there enjoying as well. Let's go with the Titans at the 49ers. 49ers lead the series 9-6. Last time they played was in 2021. Titans won 20-17. San Francisco's favored by 12.5. The over/under is 44.5. A little more fitting line there. Justin, who you like in this one?
We lost the last game?
Yes.
Somebody sound nervous, boy.
He's like, wait, what?
I guess that was Derrick Henry's good game against us. I don't know. But yeah, it's 49ers. I mean, we're not the Browns. We're not gonna blow a fourth quarter lead, right?
Oh boy.
At least that's what you're hoping for anyway. We hammer it down. We all like the Niners at this matchup. Don't see any miracles going on. I didn't even need to ask Carl on that one. That's just like, I think it's just bottom line. All right, let's go to the next. That means they're going to lose, though, of course. Let's go
right.
Vikings at the Cowboys. Cowboys lead the series 19-15. Last time they played was in 2022. Dallas won 40-3. They've won 3 in a row in this matchup, 5 out of the last 6. They're favored by 7.5. The over-under is 47.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
I got the Cowboys in this one.
Yep, and so does everybody else. Hammer it down. We all like the Cowboys in this matchup. I don't even see this really being that good of a game, but you never know. Vikings D may come through a little bit and make it somewhat manageable, but I just don't see it happen at all. Let's go to the miracle on Monday night. Oops, I showed the picks already.
Almost.
The big game this week on Monday Night Football. America's team continues their playoff push, which you heard right here first on TSS Fantasy. Steelers lead the series 15-14. Last time they played was in 2022. Miami won 16-10. Pittsburgh favored by 3. Over under is 43.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
You know who I picked, Justin. You know who I picked. The Steelers are going to break your little itty bitty Dolphin heart today, Monday. I'm saying Monday night. So when you're in Philly and you watching that Pittsburgh game, just remember Papa Greg said, "Good luck, Steelers."
Yeah, it sounds like haterade. Justin, who you like?
Greg, you know who I like. I like the Steelers. I'm so happy that the Dolphins playoff train ends today. No, I'm not that petty, but I do like the Steelers in this game.
It's never ending. They're still alive. All right, Carl, who you like in this one?
So I had a bit of an argument with someone on social media the other day regarding of Miami's win last week. Oh, they won it. Oh, they won in 46-degree weather. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. You're now playing in 34-degree weather. It's basically, if anybody in England doesn't understand that, it was basically like 4 to 6 degrees here, UK. Monday night, it's going to be more like something like -8. So, however, TJ Watt is out. And he wins 5 games in the season on his own for the Steelers. Give me the upset. Give me the Dolphins.
There's no upset because it's America's team, the Miami Dolphins, continuing their playoff push. Megan LeDuc agree. I was surprised LeDuc went with Miami this week. So, yeah, it's Miami on Monday night. Let's go. Playoffs are in the picture. Let's go. Every time I see we're still in the hunt, I'm like, oh, look at the little team at the bottom. They're still in the hunt. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, if you've lasted this long, we're here to bless you and bless your fantasy lineups. By the way, DJ said he's doing good in school. We found out he's doing good in school. Congratulations, DJ. Going to the Wolf Lodge today. So have fun there. Enjoy it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and pray because Fantasy Jesus is here to bless your fantasy football lineups. Let's go.
Put your hands together and pray. It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
I'm here to save your fantasy rosters. Welcome into TSS Fantasy for our Week 15. That is right, it's the playoffs DFS picks of the week. Let's get it kicked off with Jared Goff going against his former team. And the past 2 games he's played against his former team, he's had really good games. They are loaded, they are locked and ready to go, and bouncing back last week against the Dallas Cowboys. I look for the Lions and Jared Goff to be a great pick this week against the Rams. And then next we have Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet is in a game in which his team should be well ahead. And Zach Charbonnet has been a touchdown poacher this year. He has been letting Kenneth Walker get them downfield and taking that goal line touchdown. Look for him to do that exact same thing this week as they play the Colts. who might be playing Old Man Rivers this week as their starter. Next, we got Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall has been uninvolved with his offense since coming back from a PCL injury, but I look for that to change this week. 49ers have a long history of making sure that they get their weapons back involved after the bye week. So look for Ricky Pearsall to have one of those big weeks against Tennessee. And then we have our tight end. It's going to be Harold Fannin Jr. going up against the Bears. David Njoku's already been ruled out. Harold Fannin has developed a nice rapport with Shedeur Sanders. Look for both of those guys to have big games today, and look for them to be huge for your DFS lineup. And then finally, our DFS defense, we're going to keep it nice and simple here. Seattle has been the best defense in the league, period, and they're playing a guy who's been sitting on the couch for 5 years, 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. Smash start, 3,700 on DraftKings, not even the highest on DraftKings right now. So go get yourself some Seattle and that DFS defense, and that's 5 picks for your fantasy week. May your lineups be blessed.
Thou shalt not lose today. Consider your fantasy football lineups blessed.
All right, my internet got a little frozen there. Sorry about that. So hope you enjoyed Fantasy G. I didn't get to see any of it, so there we go. Good luck today in your fantasy playoffs. We appreciate you joining us as always. Indeed, guess we like some Jesus Loves You from DJ Master. He loves you indeed. Good luck today, ladies and gentlemen, and good luck to your teams. Carl, where can follow, subscribe, and get your content, my friend?
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube, Patriots Touchback Podcast. You'll find us on Apple and on Spotify as well. You'll also find us on Instagram and on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. And I made my own personal picks on my personal Instagram account, KB Arsenal Pats 34. So go look at me out on that, and let's get a win. Let's get a win and shut Bills Mafia up once and for all.
Hey, we'll see how it goes today. Good luck, everyone. DJ, you have a blessed day indeed. We appreciate all of you, and we are out.